Focus is the polls in the US and the fallout of the same in India, in the Indian political landscape. Now, viewers, Donald Trump, as we all know, is set to be the 47th president of the United States in a stunning comeback, which many say basically is unprecedented in US history. Trump has won the US elections to secure the top seat at the White House. Shortly after the results were announced, he delivered a spectacular victory speech where he had thanked the voters and also indicated on some policy decisions he says he'll be taking as soon as he assumes office.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America. Let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon. But he's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. Many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason. And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Meanwhile, viewers, Kamala Harris and a Democratic Party which made, quote-unquote, the threat to democracy one of their main election narratives had fallen short. Both Joe Biden, remember, and Kamala Harris had repeatedly claimed that Donald Trump was an existential threat to democracy, and they had urged voters to stop his return. In fact, President Joe Biden back then had gone to the extent of ridiculing Trump supporters and had referred to them as garbage. Looks like all of this has now turned back on Kamala Harris.
Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy and our most fundamental freedoms. Remember the chaos, the division, the attacks that took rights and liberties from the American people. We cannot allow that to happen again.
He who has vowed, if re-elected, he would be a dictator on day one. That he would weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies. Anybody who wants to be president of the United States, who has called for the, quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States, should never again have the ability to stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
America, as we begin this election year, we must be clear. Democracy is on the ballot. Your freedom is on the ballot.
Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
In fact, what we played right now, viewers, was the narrative, the speeches which had been given by Kamala and Joe Biden earlier. But the Vice President also today delivered a concession speech. This was at the Harvard University in Washington, D.C. after cancelling a speech on the election night following a Donald Trump victory. Kamala Harris urged the U.S. citizens to accept the decision of the presidential election and went on to say that she's conceding the polls but not the fight.
While I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square.
Meanwhile, the election results in United States have also sparked a political slugfest here in India, with NDA leaders celebrating Trump's return and saying that Save Democracy pitch has flopped in the United States, just like it did in India in the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. They say, or what they call the democracy under threat narrative, says that has flopped. That narrative was a fear-based strategy which has failed many times within India as well.
I think that sometimes voters move beyond fear. Spreading fear is very different from spreading hope. And I think that in India as well, there was a fake narrative that was very prevalent during the Lok Sabha elections.
We have seen that it is a defeat of this democracy khatre mein hai, Samvidhan khatre mein hai narrative. The idea to scare people that if the verdict does not go in your favor, democracy has lost. This is from the playbook and handbook of woke left liberals.
A false narrative was built that democracy is going to be destroyed and that this would be the last election in each of the country. They said in India during the campaign that democracy is being destroyed, especially by the dynasty of the Congress party.
In fact, another BJP leader, Radhika Khera, took a swipe at Rahul Gandhi after Trump's victory. She took to social media platform X to ask, and I am quoting the same, what will happen to quote-unquote Shehzada Uncle Soros now? In response, Congress's Udit Raj has hit back and said that such attacks don't deserve a reply as they are an attempt to distract from the real issues in the country.
They are mad people, and such things are not to be replied. They don't have any task, and for them neither farmers exist nor unemployed people exist, or there are plethora of problems in the country, so we don't want to get diverted.
All right, my colleague Niyamika is joining us live on the broadcast. Niyamika, the US election results have had a fallout in the Indian political landscape as well. A massive war of words slugfest has broken out back home here in India. Take us through the war of words which has emanated between the BJP and the Congress over Trump's victory.
Well, we have seen that after Donald Trump had got a victory in the US elections, how the BJP has reacted over the same as the BJP... as the BJP leaders have made a statement in which they have said that the opposition in our country was also making a story, a fake narrative basically regarding the democracy, as they have said that the fake narrative of democracy under threat has been defeated not just in the Lok Sabha elections that have taken place in our country but also in the US presidential elections as well. Now they have also started questioning the opposition leaders regarding this entire matter, as they have said that what are their comments regarding this entire issue, because now Donald Trump has got a victory in the presidential elections of US, and that the narrative which was being created there as well regarding the democracy under threat, that has been completely defeated in US as well as in India. So for that reason now they have also started questioning the Congress leaders regarding this entire matter. We have also seen that how many of the Congress leaders have also made a controversial remark, which also includes the senior Congress leader and the former minister as well, who's Shankar Ayyar, as well as Abhishek Manu Singhvi. All of these leaders have made a remark regarding the victory of Donald Trump in the US presidential election. Shankar Ayyar has also mentioned that it is very unfortunate that a person like Donald Trump, which is having a doubtful character, has got a victory in the US presidential elections, as he has also mentioned that the repo which Mr. Narendra Modi shares with Donald Trump brings him in a very negative light. So that was a remark which is coming in on the part of the Congress leader Shankar Ayyar. However, the official statement which we are receiving on the part of the Congress party that says that it is basically his personal remarks and the Congress has nothing to do with the statement which is being given by Manishankar Iyer, but that is surely going to give an opportunity to the BJP to start questioning the Congress party for the statement which he has given, as the Congress party is already under attack for the statement which Manishankar Iyer had given in the past as well. And once again, so that, the controversy has...
So the war of words is escalating. Why don't you stay with us? Because viewers, there was also a complete meltdown in the opposition camp. Senior Congress leader Abhishek Manu Singhvi in a post on X said that Melania, who's the third wife of Trump, will become the first lady for the second time. The DMK, on the other hand, called the assassination attempts on Trump a poll gimmick, which he says was copied from India.
मेरी समझ से बाहर है कि ट्रंप के जीतने की इस कदर खुशी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को क्यों है? अमेरिका की डेमोक्रेसी से भारत की डेमोक्रेसी का कोई मुकाबला नहीं किया जा सकता।
एक तो मुझे बहुत अफसोस लगता है कि ऐसे चरित्र के आदमी जिनको कि अमेरिका की कोर्ट्स ने ही फेलन बताया है और जिसके इतिहास में लिखा है कि वो वैश्यों के पास जाता है और उनको पैसे देता है मुंह बंद करने के लिए, कि ऐसे जलील आदमी को दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा प्रेसिडेंट चुनकर निकाला है।
But Republicans, particularly Trump, had resorted to many gimmickry, like 2 shooting incidents. These are all incidents which we have seen in India that he has copied. Maybe some advisors from India had told that you play a drama so that we can win.
All right, a war of words has now begun between the BJP and the Congress over the US poll results, and that slugfest seems to be escalating with each passing minute. We heard all the political reactions which have come in. The BJP basically saying and hitting out at the Congress and Team INDIA, saying that the Save Democracy narrative has flopped in the US just like it did in India. In fact, as Trump won the US presidential election mandate, as we were telling you viewers, there is no end to politics which is happening here back home in India. There is also a call from BJP leader Amit Malviya for a 4th term for Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, Amit Malviya basically took to social media and posted that Donald Trump at the age of 78 ran for presidential office and he secured a 2nd term. He further added that the Prime Minister will be 78 in 2029. After the social media post, Congress reminded BJP of the retirement threshold within the party, which is at 75 years of age. That rule is what the Congress highlighted and said that it was not Donald Trump who said one must retire at 75. Congress leader even questioned whether Prime Minister Modi would retire when he turned 75 or not. Listen to what the Congress leader Udit Raj basically had to say.
See, in America, Donald Trump never said that after 75 one should be retired, whereas Mr. Modi has said it. And it's a Modi moral right to stick what he has said it. And these two things are different. Donald Trump has never said like that. I don't know what ethics Mr. Amit Malviya practices, whether they have any ethics or not.